What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Clout Cast. This is episode 12. First off, sorry we didn't put out an episode last week. We just couldn't get together. Things happen. But we're here this week. Unfortunately, I'm not joined by Griffin, only by my lovely friends Ben and Finn. Griffin's currently on a mini vacation, so we'll be without him for today's episode. And, yeah.
We will be missing Griffin, especially because he's always so good at kind of like keeping the conversation going.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So,
That's very true. Yeah.
we will be doing
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We also just, love him being here. It's kind of a four-person
Mhm.
show, so.
It just feels so weird having just the three pictures on the Discord call.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm going to re-edit the overlay. Oh, whatever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you did it when we had our special guest, so
That's
it
true.
should be
That's
fine.
true. It takes like an extra 2 minutes max, but it's still a little bit of a pain.
Just a little tedious.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Wow.
alright. We got plenty of topics because we kind of realized that since Griffin is so skilled at keeping things going, we had to like list a bunch of shit in the chat.
Yeah.
To make sure we don't have any awkward silence. I guess to start, let's go with I really wanted to do this one, talking about fast food. Our favorite fast food restaurants, our least favorite,
Oh, man.
other good ones.
Are that what we're starting with?
Yeah, I want to at least.
Alright, first off, I just want to say that Arby's is amazing, but it's carried by the beef and cheddar, man. It is so good.
Yeah. Just since Griffin is here, we should. He's
That's how we'll honor him.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
beef and cheddar. I think for me, lately I've been really enjoying Burger King. I don't know. The one near me closed, but there's still one like 15 minutes away. So I always try to get that when I can. I just really like their stuff. I love the chicken fries. Those are fire. Like,
I don't even think I've ever had those, to be honest.
you gotta try them. Like, I don't know what about them because they're just restructured chicken nuggets, but they taste better for some reason. I don't know why.
There's got to be something with like the greaser or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
What about you, Ben?
oh gosh, that's tough, honestly. Oh god. I like a wide variety of stuff.
Yeah, me too.
For start, like
Yeah.
I can't have like one place like several times like in a row. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
if I had to pick a favorite one though, I don't know. I mean, we don't even have Arby's here. So
Yeah, I don't have any Arby's near me either.
we used to have one, but no one went, so it closed.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I don't know. Five Guys is really good.
Oh, for sure.
You want to count that?
I've never had Five Guys.
Oh, Five Guys is really good. Like really, really good.
It's very like it. The best way to describe it for me is it's kind of like messy almost. You know,
Oh yeah.
like it's
Sure.
it's not super like polished and stuff like that. They kind of like put it in like tinfoil and stuff, but there's the burgers and like fries themselves just taste really good. Kind of where you forget about how it maybe doesn't look super pretty, but it tastes good.
It gives me
Yeah.
some like food truck vibes, like some
Yeah.
like, random food truck on a corner. It's like messy, but it's like the best food.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. Nobody really goes to the one in my area. I didn't even know we had one until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I have one close to me, and there's usually quite a few people there. But yeah, I'm surprised. There's quite a bit of fast food near me. You'd think, I don't know, with me being such like a hyper liberal area, it would be all like healthy food. Like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
NutriBowls and stuff like that. But there's a Taco Bell, there's a Five Guys, and yeah, I take advantage of them being so close.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
I mean,
sure.
also you might be hyper liberal, but you're still American.
True.
That's very true.
So, I mean, and obviously not everyone is. It's just, um, even if it is, hyper liberal, people still like fast food. So
Yeah, especially
it is.
kids. Like, I went
Oh yeah.
today. This little plaza near me. I was getting stuff from the pet store, and there's a Chipotle there, and there are just so many kids getting Chipotle. I don't
Hmm.
know. Chipotle is good, but I don't see the hype really. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Mexican food to be fair, but I don't know. I haven't. It seems like it's with the amount of hype it gets, it's like must be incredible, but I don't know. I haven't really experienced the same feelings.
I've never even been to Chipotle. I
Mm.
It's like, I guess, one of those things that's on my bucket list now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Chipotle. I didn't go to Chipotle, but I got Chipotle through DoorDash. Maybe it was like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago now. It was the first time I ever had it,
Oh
because
wow.
whenever I would try to go there, they would just be packed. So it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not worth it. So I got it, and I mean, it was like, I like Mexican food personally,
Hmm.
so um, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like anything spectacular. I thought like it
Right.
was good, but it's not like this like um, I don't know what you would say like this
To die for.
to die for, or like something that
Yeah.
was sent down by the gods, like
Right.
God's gift or something. Like people seem to act like it is, you know.
Yeah, it's
So
always jam packed. Same with Chick-fil-A, and I haven't had Chick-fil-A either. I don't know
Dude,
if that's a mistake, but
I mean, like, we finally got one, like, last fall, I want to say. And it would, like, you couldn't get anything. Like, the line was, like, around the block,
that's fucking
like, for,
insane.
like, a month and a half straight. Like, it was insane. But I mean,
that
it's
is
just because
crazy.
Jeez.
we didn't have any Chick-fil-A, like, anywhere in the area until then. But I mean, it's calmed down now, but, like, you go in there, it's still packed.
Yeah, no, it's uber popular near me as well. I don't know, they seem to do something right where like it is just kind of like Chipotle, people flock to it, you know. It's crazy to me.
I mean, I've had a chicken sandwich from there twice, and it was amazing. But I don't like spending my money on fast food, so that's why I've only
I
had it twice.
Dude, I totally feel that. That's one thing that, sometimes I worry about because the thing is fast food is made out to be cheap, but it's really not that cheap, you know? Like you could go to the grocery store and get yourself a healthy, substantial meal for like just as much as you get like some meal at a fast food place. It's just so much
Yeah.
it's so much down to convenience.
It
Oh
is very
yeah.
convenient, and people, a lot of people just don't have time to make stuff. So
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys have any fast food places you think are like overrated or you just don't like?
Um,
I know.
I don't know.
I don't know if people really think this anymore, but I don't really care for KFC at all.
I
I feel
KFC's good,
like
but
I feel like
Dude,
KFC's like fell.
it
yeah.
it seemed a lot better to me when I was a little kid. Now it's just kind of like, I mean, like, it's good, but I won't go out of my way to get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I've only had KFC once and that was in fucking Germany. So
Bro,
wasn't even in America, so I don't know if that's a good way to gauge how good KFC is. Um
I will say the one time I had it when I was in the South, it was a lot better than up here in
yeah.
Illinois.
That's I can imagine. I mean, fried chicken in the South is just a staple.
Yeah,
So, gotta be
may have been a
fair.
coincidence, but it was a lot better than what I'm used to up here.
I also
Yeah.
just think there can be multiple restaurants of the same chain, but some of those individual restaurants just prepare food. Maybe like the people working there are more careful, or the food
Yeah,
they you know bought in frozen was fresher. I don't know. It's a lot of times it just comes down to the individual restaurant.
Yeah,
So,
one of my friends worked at one of the Burger Kings nearby for a while, and he was like, "You guys just don't go there. Stay away from there, because they handled it so bad.
oh jeez.
They're always like low on workers, so it took forever to get food ready, and then just
Oh,
like workers were nasty. Good thing I
that's
never went there."
yeah. That sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's
Well,
actually one reason why I avoided Taco Bell for a super long time.
Yeah.
Did you guys? This was a super duper long time ago, but it was that one like photo of this employee at Taco Bell like licking a bunch of taco shells.
Oh no.
Oh no, I didn't. I haven't heard of that.
Oh,
But when
it
you
Me
was,
started
either.
saying that, I thought of the Burger King foot lettuce, and I
I
thought
know.
that
I mean,
I was like, oh god, he's gonna bring that up.
yeah. Number 15.
Burger King foot
But that is.
lettuce. Yeah, I don't know. I actually have never had Taco Bell. I don't think I have. At
Really?
least. I might have had it once. Yeah, I don't know. Like
Huh.
I now that I can't remember honestly. Like if I did have it, it was only once, and it was a while ago.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I just never really like had a desire to go there. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it might be more
But people
common
really
here
like
because
Taco Bell.
yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's solid and it's definitely different from the standard like hamburger fast food place, so it can be nice.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I used to love it when I was a little kid, but I didn't have it for like 5 years. I had it for the first time since then,
Oh
not too
wow.
long ago. I mean, it was good, but there's just something that's keeping me from going back.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have to say the one restaurant I really don't like is Wendy's, just because first my sister had a really bad experience where, and was I think coincidental, but she was eating Wendy's the day before she got like a really bad virus that put her into the hospital.
Ooh,
So
Jeez.
she's kind of like always had that bad association with Wendy's. And I didn't, I thought at first, oh, it's a coincidence, like whatever. But so I got Wendy's. This was probably like a year ago now, but I got it from DoorDash, and they just got like all of my fucking order wrong, like literally everything they got wrong.
jeez.
And so I still tried to eat it, and I got the worst stomach ache. I was on the toilet for like an hour, just
Oh my
like
god.
in pain,
Jeez.
like Griffin level shit.
Have you guys seen those pictures of like DoorDash drivers like saying like pay me extra for your food or I'll eat it or something, or like they just won't
Really?
deliver their food because they eat it?
Fuck?
I've
No.
seen like so many posts of that on Instagram.
That's actually one time I ordered DoorDash and um the person marked it as delivered and I just never got my food.
Yeah, they probably ate it.
That's so fucked. I mean, that's the flaw because I at least from what I've seen, it's like super easy to start working for DoorDash and companies like that.
Yeah.
Because that's how they run. They just run on people who are, in desperate need of a job.
Hmm.
So, I can. That's so mean though. Like I can understand one thing if you like. Well, I don't understand it, but like I can see if someone were to like market as complete and just like eat the food. But if you go up to them and say, "Pay me extra," or like I'm like driving away, like that's just cruel.
It was like over
Yeah.
text. Like I mean,
Oh.
like the one time I had food delivered through one of those services, like I hadn't realized I should be waiting for a call, so I just didn't answer the call, and
Oh,
the lady
God.
was out there with my food.
Oh yeah, that's so rough. I
I made her wait like an extra 5 minutes.
I remember one time I ordered I think I ordered boba tea or something. Um, that's definitely like a Bay Area thing, at least it's Asian milk tea. Um, and I ordered it kind of late at night, so it was getting dark, and the person who I was getting it from didn't speak English, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like if you need to get a job and like you can't speak English, like you gotta do what you gotta do, but my God, it was just so difficult because I didn't know where he was, and he couldn't really explain where he was, and he didn't understand that I didn't understand where he was. So it was just a whole like me kind of like walking around. I ordered at school as well, so that was
Oh,
even
yeah.
Oh
worse
boy.
because I was like walking around campus trying to figure out where he was, and you know sometimes the whole food ordering thing can get um, so messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've ordered food before and had I've never had the food stolen, luckily, but I've had drinks where I'm not like 100% sure if they were stolen, but I'll call the restaurant and they'll say like, yeah, we gave you the drink. So it's kind
Oh,
of obvious that they either one forgot to give it to me and left it in their car by accident, or two, they just stole it. Like I've gotten shakes before and they just don't give me the shakes. And it's like, oh,
oh,
yeah, so that can be annoying, but yeah,
oh.
not much you can do about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I always appreciate the food delivery drivers that are like very thorough and like friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
just
mean, usually with mine, especially like now because of COVID, I'll just have them leave it at the door,
yeah,
so I don't even like communicate with them at all, and that usually works. Um, I've only had the drink stolen like twice, I think, over the course of like 6 months, and I mean, I don't get food that often, but I've always gotten the food fine and stuff, and they'll like text or like I'll get a notification saying when they delivered it, so
yeah,
it really hasn't caused any issues, but
yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys have any places near you that are kind of like unique to your area?
Ooh,
You mean like local stuff, like local restaurants or such?
Oh yeah, basically, I guess.
Well, I mean, there's main chains, I guess, if you know what I mean. Um, there's a pizza restaurant that we like to go to often that has restaurants all over the state of Maine, and I think there's actually like one in like Georgia or something too. I don't know why, but um, other than that, I mean, everything's really just like a local restaurant. Like there's only one of it. Um,
yeah. You do have Tim Hortons.
yeah, I mean that's a good thing. That's like in America. Like, I mean,
It doesn't it have to be touching Canada or something like that?
yeah, I'm pretty sure every state that has it touches Canada, but
Huh.
yeah, I mean, Tim Hortons is actually really good. Like, I like it
Yeah.
more than Dunkin' Donuts, but
When I was
um,
visiting family in Washington, I had it. That's when I kind of asked. Because you always mentioned it, and I saw one, and I was like, told my mom like, yo, like my friend Ben like says this is like really good. We have to go here. And like, it's exclusive to like a few states, and so it was pretty good.
yeah, yeah. Levi, do they have? I mean, you're not touching Canada. I guess maybe you are. No, I don't think you are because I don't think the lake counts, does it?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think we have
So
Tim Hortons here.
yeah, okay. Um, yeah, I mean, Tim Hortons is really cool. I'm trying to think. There was another Canadian chain that used to be here as well, but I can't remember what it was. Um, yeah, I honestly I can't remember. There was some other Canadian. Um, oh no, I'm thinking of a gas station. There's a gas station brand that's Canadian that's only in Maine as well.
Ah,
Yeah, uh,
that's because you live
yeah.
in Canada.
Haha. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that at this point, to be honest. But
That is completely fair.
yeah, I mean, we had Gordon Ramsay here a couple days ago. That was pretty cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I told you, Levi, but Gordon Ramsay was in Maine the other day.
Was it like near you or just in Maine?
No, he was near me. He was like 10 minutes away.
Dang.
Yeah.
That dude, I don't even like. I just watch the clips of his show on YouTube. You know, like the Kitchen Nightmares and Hotel Hell,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and it's just so funny. You know,
it
'cause
is. It's really funny.
he just shits on them so hard. But then he also helps the restaurant a lot, and it's sweet to see where
Mhm.
they go. But I don't know. Some people are just so like arrogant and everything. It's just
No
hard to
kidding.
watch.
It's so weird, like seeing that and then watching my parents watch his show where he like goes around the world, like learning about like food specific to that area and
Oh
culture,
yeah,
and he's like so nice to everybody. It's so weird to
yeah.
see that.
No, yeah. I've seen videos where they compare his cooking show with like kids, versus his cooking show with adults.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and the kids, he's just so sweet and like, but then with the adults, he's just like cussing them out and like telling them that their food like tastes like shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience watching his shows.
Yeah. Have you guys seen him on TikTok?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't use TikTok very often. That could actually be, we could talk about that for a bit. It's been a roller coaster in terms of if TikTok is even going to be allowed in the United States.
Oh yeah.
But
That's true.
yeah, he duets people who like have these like cooking hacks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I have seen those actually.
And he just like there's this one person who was like this is how you make like a healthy sandwich, and they made a sandwich with like bell peppers instead of bread and like spinach and
Oh, I think I saw that.
yeah, and then and they're like, that's how you make a healthy sandwich. It's like, that's not a healthy sandwich, that's an idiot sandwich. So funny.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, yeah, he's very funny.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up too closely with the whole TikTok thing. I've been trying to, because it's kind of a, when you think about it, it's a pretty big deal that such a large popular app is, you know, America's trying to take down. But it survived. It was going to be taken down from the App Store, and I think Walmart and some other company bought like 20% of it.
Yeah, it was Walmart and Oracle.
Gotcha.
Oracle is partnering with ByteDance or whatever. I think that's the company's name.
Uh-huh.
So they're going to be running the servers in America. This might not be completely true, but I read it, so I'm pretty sure this is what's true. But and then Walmart is doing like marketing, is like helping out like marketing. So
Interesting.
yeah,
So
I'm not sure if they actually like own the. I don't think they own
Yeah.
the company. At all. I think it's just a partnering.
no,
Yeah.
I think they bought like 20% of the stock, something like that.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean that's possible. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. I mean, they're doing something, and Trump seems to approve of it. So, you know.
TikTok lives to fight another day. That app
Yeah.
is crazy when you look into it. Like, how if it were like just straight Chinese malware, they have done a incredible job at kind of infiltrating our youth and everyone, really.
Yeah, they just, if that was true, they must have disguised it really well.
Yeah, but regardless, I honestly, even though it's maybe a little bit cringy and stuff like that, a lot of people do truly enjoy it, and there's a lot of funny stuff on there. A few times I go on there, and even friends send me TikToks and stuff, and I think it's good that it's staying. I think it deserves to stay, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, what? Sorry, my room is shaking for some reason.
Shaking.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. No,
wait.
Are we sure there's not an earthquake in Maine?
No, I think someone's moving something. That's what I'm pretty sure. So.
Okay, that's good.
So I mean, what else can we talk about? Did we talk about our favorite video games over the years yet? Did we do that at some point? We've done
I
some
mean, we've just
podcasts.
like mentioned it every now and then.
Yeah, I think we could definitely do a deep dive. It sucks that Griffin isn't here because I know he would have stuff to say,
yeah.
but we can.
I'm sure he could do a whole episode by himself on that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm sure he could do. I'm sure we could just throw him into a room and he could do like a bonus episode. Just him talking to himself.
He's like, we get like one of those soundproof rooms, and we just have him sit like in the middle, and he's just like staring at a camera the entire time, talking about like I don't know, like Bloodborne or something.
Yeah.
He would do it. He would totally do it.
Yeah.
Not like a soundproof room, but like a white room. Like it's just completely white. That would be
We
good.
just need to give him like, you know, like a week's supply of beef and cheddars and Dr.
That's
Pepper.
what I was thinking. Yeah, some Dr. Pepper, you know.
That's the incentive to doing it.
Yeah. I mean, so we can briefly just mention it, if you guys want to.
Yeah, it's so tough because there's so many games that I played them back in the day, and looking back, they probably aren't as great as I make them out to be, but nostalgia is like just impossible to
Oh yeah.
overlook.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I have an example that I can talk about, but go ahead.
um, I'd say for me, well, obviously there's Minecraft. I just think that game, I still play it to this day. It's kind of impossible to not say it's my favorite game just because it's, you know, I've been playing it for 10 years now, and how can I play a game for that long and say, oh, it's okay. It's amazing. It's an incredible game. But other than that, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is not, that game is one game where, even though there's a huge nostalgia factor, it is a really stellar game regardless. Stardew Valley is the same. Really, really well done, sweet, um, lovable game. Um, I just absolutely love it. And then I'd say, in terms of the game that really like is nostalgic but isn't the best game, is Pokemon Red. I love Pokemon Red, but whenever I play it again, I realize just how shit it is. Like, there's so much wrong with it, but I love it anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's valid.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
What about you, Levi?
Um, well, obviously, like the number one thing that comes to my head is Pokemon because that's like been like the game for me like since I couldn't even tell you how old, but I don't know. Like my parents would never like, well, like I don't know how to put this. I'm just like my brain is going 5 different directions. This always happens every episode at least once.
Yeah.
I'd say there's a lot of games I've wanted to play over the years that I just didn't have the chance to, like all the Zelda games. Um, I couldn't play like Call of Duties growing up until I bought my own PS3 because my parents were just kind of like protective in that way.
Dude, me too.
So Pokemon is like the one game I grew up on. And I mean, there was Minecraft for the last like 5 years, 6 years, which it is amazing. I just haven't played it as much the last like 2 years. But I think probably the best video game I've ever played is Red Dead 2. It's just breathtaking. I it it's just one of those things you'd have to play it yourself.
Yeah. That's what I say about Stardew Valley. Like, on the surface, it doesn't seem as special as it is, but I don't know. There's just some games that almost have like some secret, emotional cheat code that like really pulls at your, at your heart.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you, Ben?
Well, first, I wanted to mention the nostalgia thing you were talking about. So, recently, for those who are unaware, Nintendo released a collection on the Switch called Super Mario 3D All Stars, which consists of Super Mario 64, which I played a lot as a kid on the D. It was on the DS, so it is a little different. Like they upgraded the graphics and such, but I played like at least like 200 hours of that game on my DS. Like I loved that game. So going back and playing it, I mean, in this emulator, which I mean, it like the graphics are worse. There are different aspects of it, of course, but like just playing it again, it's like, wow, this is not nowhere near as good as I remember it being. Like, like it's just like the controls are clunky. I don't know. It's just, I mean, maybe that's just because Nintendo didn't really do a good job porting it at all. They really kind of just like did it quite lazy. But and
Yeah,
it isn't the DS version, which
uh-huh.
does look better despite it being on a DS. So, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much at all. Like I played it for maybe like half an hour, and I'm like, yeah, this is not the same. So
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying about Pokemon Red. Like, I don't know, when I remember playing it for the first time. It was my first Pokemon game, and I had no clue what I was doing, and I just remember it being so fun. Like I just remember like being absolutely glued to it. And then I played it again probably like a year or two ago, and like I was obviously a lot more, knowledgeable about Pokemon and stuff, so I wanted to create a team and all of that, and there's just like no good moves and no good Pokemon, and
Yeah.
like you're like always under leveled, and um, there's just a few Pokemon that are just stupid overpowered. Like Alakazam will clap your cheeks no matter what because
Yeah.
of this, you know. But at the same time, like I still say it's one of my favorite games because I had that special experience when I was, 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, that's completely valid.
Yeah.
Pokemon Pearl is probably the most nostalgic game ever for me, just because that was like, I mean, it was my second DS game because my mom bought me the wrong Pokemon game. The first time she bought me a Mystery Dungeon game, so I ended up playing that, but I don't remember it as much, because I didn't like I wanted to play the quote unquote game where you throw balls at Pokemon and catch them, not the one where you walk around as a Pikachu or something. So my mom had to like figure out which one I was talking about. And I got it. So it's something else, but yeah, that's why I'm like I really want remakes, just because like the music is so nostalgic. Like listening to the music just puts me in a really good mood.
Yeah, dude. I think some of it's part of the sound font. It's amazing, just for a DS game.
Oh
The
yeah,
way
no,
they put those
music
songs together is
so
amazing.
good. Yeah, and I mean that's why I'm really hoping that they'll give remakes. Like it seems every time Pokemon fans are like, okay, yeah, this has to be the next game. It never happens, and that's why like even though now everyone's like Diamond Pearl remakes have to be next. It's like I'm almost reluctant to like think that because we're never right. Like people thought,
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
Black and White came, so there's Gray next. Nope, Black 2, White 2. And then Sun and Moon came, Stars. Nope. X and Y, Z. Nope.
Yeah, we didn't even get Z.
So I mean, those are like all third games, and I doubt we'll get another Sword and Shield considering the expansion pass. Like it just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to play Galar again. I'll be honest. Like I have no desire to play through Galar again.
I haven't even finished it. I don't want to finish it.
Other than the Crown Tundra, I am very excited for that because it looks really cool. But yeah, I don't have any desire to do another playthrough of Galar. It is a cool region. I like it more than Alola, but Alola is cool. But I do like Galar more. But I just don't. I really don't care for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, as for my favorite games, I've said this before. I'm sure. I'm like guarantee I've said it. Persona 5 is probably my favorite game, or Persona 4 even. It's really hard to choose after I played that. They're both very good. I probably have to say Persona 5. But other than that, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably just have to go with those. I mean, Dragon Quest XI was actually like a very surprising top game that I really enjoyed. Breath of the Wild was also an incredible experience.
I'm playing it right now.
Yeah, as someone who's never played it, well, I have played one. I played like one other Legend of Zelda game, but it was like 4 Swords or something weird like that.
Yeah, that game isn't classic Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, exactly. So playing something like this was like a surreal experience. It was the first game I got for the Switch because the Switch didn't really have a good lineup at release. So other than Breath of the Wild, that was really it. But that game was phenomenal. So I mean, yeah, those 4 really. Dragon Quest XI is criminally underrated in the West. In Japan, Japanese people really like Dragon Quest. Like it's always been like a major thing over there, apparently.
Right.
Like orchestras, like the Tokyo Metropolitan Orchestra will like play Dragon Quest music during it. Like after
That's insane.
Yeah, and they actually composed the orchestra, like at least the overture they composed. So I mean that should say something about how big Dragon Quest is there.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but it never was like a big hit in the West. But the 11, which is on the Switch, it was literally one of the best games I've ever played. So
yeah. Well, that was the funny thing about. I remember there was the one Smash Direct. They announced Hero from Dragon Quest first, and people were kind of like, they weren't upset, but like American people just weren't very excited.
Yeah.
All the Japanese people were going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But then later in the same Direct, they announced Banjo, I think, and all the American people just lost their shit. So they kind of, they kind of,
They
Nintendo
really
satisfied.
catered to both audiences.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Because Banjo-Kazooie was much more of a hit in the West, whereas like we said, Dragon Quest was more of a Japanese thing. So
yeah, but no amount of hype can be equivalent to when they announced the Sans Mii Gunner.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that was really funny.
The clips I saw, like I genuinely thought people were gonna like pass out. It was so funny.
When I saw it, because I was watching that live, I think that was when they announced Terry Bogard from Fiddle Fury.
Yeah.
That's when they announced Sans. So like that was cool, but it's like I've never played Fiddle Fury. I didn't even know who Terry Bogard was before the leak happened. But he is like a cool character. But then they announced the Sans Mii costume, and I'm like, I heard Megalovania start playing, and and I was like, "Are you kidding?" And I screamed. I was like, "Holy shit!" And obviously it's just a Mii costume, but the fact they also added Megalovania as a soundtrack, so now you can play as like friggin' Mario versus like I don't know what's another crazy character that's in Smash. Well, I mean, I guess Mario's not crazy for Smash, but just like Mario or like Mario versus
Ridley.
or like Pac-Man, and then you play Megalovania in the background. It's like it's a wild game for sure. But
yeah, Smash is so cool when you really think about it, how they have just taken so many different weird characters and they can all fight in a one fighting game. Like you can go from Mario to like you said, Pac-Man, to Cloud from Final Fantasy, to fucking Ken from Street Fighter. Like, isn't that incredible?
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played Smash. I haven't brain fart again. The only Smash game I played growing up was Brawl, which is known to be the odd one out. Like, the actual Smash players were never really a huge fan.
Yeah.
And even then, it was basically all Nintendo characters. So you see how far they've come now with including all these characters from all these games.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
It is super cool.
It's surreal, honestly. Just recently, actually, or just today, apparently people found out that 7-Eleven in Japan will put up ads for Smash right before they reveal a new character, and they put up a new ad today. So people are saying that there's going to be the next character reveal before October 4th. So it will probably not be this week, because there's a gaming event in Tokyo, a very famous gaming event in Tokyo this week. But people are thinking it will be next week. As in the week, starting October.
That's cool.
So yeah, people are excited.
I definitely hope it's a character that's more well known. I cannot name the last character that came out. I don't even know. I didn't buy it. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
And it was weird. With Terry, Banjo was different, and then I guess Hero was kind of a regional thing. The reason I don't really know it. And before that was Byleth, I think.
Well,
or
Joker.
Oh yeah, obviously Joker and Piranha Plant. But I just really hope they release someone that everyone knows, because it's so much more fun that way. At least I think so. But.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting too, because with the first Challenger pack, all the characters were third-party characters. Joker, Hero, Banjo. Banjo's technically third-party because now he's owned by Microsoft.
Well, is Byleth third-party?
Well, I was just about to get to that. Terry Bogard's third-party, and then they ended with Byleth, which is what? People were expecting another third-party because they were all third-party, and then they ended with a Fire Emblem character, which already has 6 representatives. So people got pissed about that.
That was weird, but
yeah. And then people thought, okay, so Challenger Pack 2 is coming. Or not Challenger Pack 2, but the DLC Pack 2. Challenger Pack 6 is coming. People were like, okay, so they're probably going to want to start out with a really heavy hitting character like Joker again, because that would get people to buy the Challenger
exactly.
Pass. And then they started out with Min Min from ARMS, which was okay. I mean, it's not it's definitely not as bad as Byleth, but why? So now people are wondering, is it going to be all first party again, or not again? But will it be all first party characters because Min Min is, or will there be third parties mixed in? Because you'd think that they would want to start with a really cool character, but they didn't for some reason. So
they have to the thing is with all these third-party characters having been added, like the possibilities are limitless.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
I mean, all of like the top requested characters are all third party. Sora is one of the most requested from Kingdom Hearts. Some people really want Lloyd from I think it's Tales of Berseria or Tales of Symphonia.
I want
and
Steve from Minecraft.
Steve, yeah,
Bro.
I'm completely dead ass when I say that. Think about how cool that would be.
Oh yeah, no, people really. There's actually a lot of people who want Steve, and that would be interesting. I mean, Microsoft already put Banjo in, so I mean, even though like Banjo was originally a Nintendo character, so they're probably more lenient. Also, they make a Steve amiibo, which I'm totally down for. I'd love to have an amiibo of Steve. Freaking action figure of Steve next to like legendary like Joker, Mario, and then just Steve. So I mean that'd be really cool, but
it would be.
Who knows? Who knows?
At this point, Steve almost seems like it has to happen at some point.
Steve would be really cool, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Like I mean, Minecraft's such a big game. They could do a lot with his moveset. It'd be weird because Minecraft characters move like I guess they're not really that clunky. And I mean Mr. Damon watches in and he's like a really odd character. But I think they could definitely do something for Steve, diamond sword. I don't know how they can make him unique, I mean bow. Like there's they could do a ton of stuff with Steve. That would be unique.
You could have his recovery be an ender pearl. Dude, like
that's true. And it like adds some percent damage or something because like ender pearls do damage. That'd be really cool. Yeah, and then I mean like for an ultimate, like what would Steve's ultimate be? Like he constructs like a friggin'. I mean I don't want it to be like Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing they construct stuff.
No, but I was thinking he rides on like an ender dragon or some shit.
Oh yeah,
that would be insane.
Totally right. He
like spawns a wither.
Dragon.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Yeah, he gets on the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon like blows the like that purple mist it has now, and it just like it could like destroy the stage, like actually destroy the stage like it destroys blocks or something. And then obviously like the stage comes back after, but just like as an effect.
Yeah, that would be cool.
They could do so much cool shit with Steve, and I mean that would be like a crazy, like that would just be nuts, So I mean with like the fact that like. It's just up to Microsoft, but Microsoft seems very open with putting their shit on Nintendo consoles. Like I mean they just ported a new Ori game which is exclusive to Xbox. They just ported it to Switch last week. So anything's possible. I mean if they're willing to do Banjo, I don't see why wouldn't be willing to do Steve.
Yeah.
That would just be so cool. Steve in fucking Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah. All right. I guess we can't segue as nicely as we prefer, but
yeah.
One topic we have written down is about our dreams and paranormal activity experiences.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll start with dreams because those are definitely like. I don't know. I haven't had any like real paranormal activity stories. If someone does, I really want to hear them. But when it comes to dreams, like I keep a dream log, so I try to write down my dreams when I remember them. And just some of the dreams I have are just like so fucking weird, And the thing is there's like bits and pieces where you can see where it was coming from, Like sometimes I'll have been like watching a YouTube video of some sorts, and then I have like dreams related to that, or like I have like a big test, and that is part of the dream. Mm-hmm. But I just have some that I really can't dissect. Like I just really can't. I really don't know what the what was going on in my head. But I guess it goes to show that a lot of times we can only comprehend so much of what we're actually thinking,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys?
I have. Oh wait, I'm spamming. Hold on. Okay. I've had this weird dream, like recurring dream, since I was probably like.
Really?
I don't know, maybe like 8. But the gist of it is that there's like it's like late at night, and there's some dude about to break into my house. It has happened
Shit.
at all 3 places I've lived at, and I'll be like in my backyard, and I'll see him, and I'll be like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And I'll tell him like, "Hey, please don't rob my house." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, man, I won't." And then like an hour later, I'll wake up to like everything gone in our house, and I've had that dream probably like 5 or 6 times in my life. It's really weird.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
It's like
Yeah.
the weirdest part to me is that it's happened at like all 3 houses I've lived at, which is
Is it
very
the same
creepy.
guy?
I mean, it's just like a guy like dressed in like all black. Like I never like saw his face or anything.
Huh.
That's creepy actually.
I mean, luckily I've never been robbed, but I don't know. It's just always creeped me out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been, at least not that I know of. Maybe my parents didn't tell me to, keep me uh not so scared all the time, but I haven't been robbed in my life, and it's one of my like very deep fears, that like
Yeah.
someone is going to come into my house that at night, dressed in black with like a, intent to like steal shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
I like I'm always up at like 4 a.m. and like my neighbors across the street from me always have like people like going in and out. Like I'm sure they're drug dealers, but like it always like scares the shit out of me because I'll just hear like car doors slam, like people moving around, and it scares the shit out of me.
That is fucking scary.
Yeah.
Have I told you guys about the food truck that not a food truck, but like a farm box that my mom orders?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, those motherfuckers deliver the farm box at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you have, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, like, why? Like, why not do it at a normal hour? Like, why 3 o'clock? Like, the amount of times I've pissed myself because I just see a white van roll up in my driveway, and then, like, two motherfuckers jump out with a box. Like, dude, I don't get it. But, yeah, I won't go into it because I've mentioned it. Yeah, dude, shit's so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as for like, I don't remember a lot of my dreams, I guess.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have a lot of like dreams about relevant stuff, like stuff that I've been thinking about, or like, one of my favorite shows. It's called The 100, and it's about a nuclear like apocalypse world. So I remember when I was watching, like, going through that originally a couple years ago, I would have a lot of dreams about not like the show itself, but like a nuclear apocalypse happening. So then I'd wake up like nightmares, So that kind of sucked because I like, really liked the show, but then it was like keeping me up at night. Not because like
Ooh.
I'd be thinking like, not because I'd be thinking about the show, but like I guess the fact that like it's a nuclear apocalypse. I don't know,
right.
but I mean, luckily I've also never gotten robbed. So my mom's gotten her car door broken, like when people are like attempt to rob her, but they've never been successful. Like one time, my grandparents live, or like I guess my dad's parents, aka my grandparents, live next door, and my grandmother's car got robbed, and someone stole like a what do they call it? A Leatherman,
What?
from her car. Do you know what a Leatherman is?
No.
Oh, it's just like it's kind of like Do you know how to explain it, Levi?
I don't even know what you're talking about. My guess
you
is like a
don't know what
purse.
Leatherman is either? Okay. It's like it's kind of like a pocket knife kind of thing. Like it has a lot of different tools on it, but it also has knives. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like a
Like,
Swiss Army
Google it.
knife.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially.
Alright.
Yeah. So someone stole that from her car. And they tried getting to my mom's car, but they didn't get in. Luckily. But also, like, I remember one time I was in Rhode Island, I think, and we're at a Walmart, and we came back to our car, and the car door was broken. Like someone had tried robbing my mom's car in the middle of the day at a Walmart. So that was interesting. But yeah, they've never gone in.
That's Walmart.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, luckily here it's pretty safe.
Mhm.
Like robberies are very uncommon. One of my friends who lives like 10 minutes away has gotten robbed before, and like they fed his dog like this like really like rotten meat so that the dog wouldn't bark.
Oh no!
And it caused
That's
the dog to like
fucked.
yeah, like the dog was fine. Like he threw up apparently later, but other than that he was fine. But yeah, like he was sleeping when he got robbed, which like that's terrifying to think about.
Oh god.
It's because he lives in like the rich area of my town. So yeah, but it's very nerve wracking, that's for sure. But luckily
Yeah.
I've never had to experience that. So
Yeah, I'm fortunate because I live in a nice area, but if you just drive like 20 minutes east of me, you get into like downtown Oakland and stuff, and that place is I don't want to call it sketchy because it is a really wonderful city, Oakland, but with big cities just comes a lot more crime, and I've just heard so many bad stories of people who live over there getting robbed or having to deal with people around their house or like
Yeah.
in their neighborhood that are dangerous. So
yeah.
spooky.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Just before I forget, I wanted to mention the national holidays today, and then Finn, if you want to mention the history,
I don't have the history out. Give me a second.
go ahead and I'll read off the national holidays because there's a couple. So the first one, just so people know, this is Sunday, September 20th that we're recording this. The first national holiday is German World Children's Day. So
Right.
Let's go.
congratulations, Germans, or German children, I guess. Next one is National Pepperoni Pizza Day.
Oh, dude.
Oh, okay. That's
I had
pretty...
pizza today. I didn't even know that.
I also had pepperoni pizza. So
I didn't, but
yeah, I didn't know, but that's a pleasant surprise. It's
It
also
wasn't
a
pepperoni.
national. Yeah. Wow. Well, I had pepperoni. Today is also National Queso Day, so make sure you eat your cheese. I actually also had I had cheese on my pizza, so there you go. Killed two birds with one stone, I guess. It's also National Punch Day. Punch is in the drink.
I was about to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Go give your mom a nice punch.
Yeah. Not that kind of fight. That. Okay. And the last one, it is National Wife Appreciation Day. So make sure you guys are appreciating your wives.
Yeah.
I'll appreciate my 9 wives.
Oh, I've only got 4. All right. Today in history, in 1991, Armenia was granted independence from the USSR.
Hey.
So, to all of our Armenian listeners, congratulations. There's another interesting one. In 1937, J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy novel The Hobbit was published.
Well, there you go.
Those were cool dates.
I always get J.R.R. Tolkien and
J.K. Rowling.
George R.R. Martin. Confused.
For me, it's J.K. Rowling and J.R.R. Tolkien because it's kind of like
same.
fantasy novels and.
Well, I mean, George R.R. Martin made not Lord of the Rings. This is why I get it confused. George R.R. Martin made Song of Ice and Fire, which is like the Game of Thrones. So.
Oh, gotcha.
He also made that kind of stuff. So I never realized J.R.R. Tolkien was like born a long time ago. He was born in 1892.
Me too, dude. Yeah, I think it's just because it's because the movies. I think really what popularized that whole realm. I think people are really into the books, but like those movies are uber popular as well. The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies, respectively.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Might be why.
Yeah. So I mean, is that all for history stuff?
Yeah, I mean it's hard because not every website has everything. Well, there's just usually just a bunch of different war things, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like Germany did this, Japan did this, UK did this, United States did this. And it's kind of the
Right.
the standard.
Yeah.
And then if you scroll back, it's like Alexander the Great. So,
Jeez. Well, we're almost out of time for today. Anyone else have anything they would like to mention?
no, I think today was a good episode. I'm very proud of us because we were obviously man down.
Yeah, I don't think any of us was expecting to get to our usual time mark of about an hour.
Not all.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed this episode. It was a nice little
Yeah,
talking period. I assume probably next episode we're gonna do something similar to this, but episode after that we probably gonna do another Pokemon tier list just because that was so much fun.
yeah,
We're gonna try to speed it up because holy shit, that one was so long. But
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we'll have like 50 less Pokemon to do in Johto.
Yeah,
So
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
mean,
like, I think with time, the Pokemon don't really get more iconic. I feel like Gen 1 is like, you know...
kind of all over the place just because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
well, anyone who would like to do the outro? Levi did the intro, so Finn, you want to do the outro, or I can?
Sure, I'll do it.
All right.
And we'll write this down so that way we can be more even. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to the Cloutcast episode number 12. Make sure you guys check out the earlier episodes. Last episode we did a Pokemon tier list, like we just mentioned. That one was a lot of fun, and it's definitely a long one, so plenty of content for you guys to listen to. Make sure you guys give us likes, comments, and all of that if you have the time to do so. It doesn't take too long, and even I think we got a comment on one of our videos that called us noobs, and like even though fuck you, but thank you so much for commenting. Like it made me happy that someone commented on it.
I guess who it was too.
So yeah, that means a lot, and regardless, we'll be dishing out these episodes. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. Have a great rest of your week or weekend when you're listening to this, and that's it from us.
See you guys.
Peace,
See
y'all.
ya.